What's up guys, JV2017 here, returning with more Destiny tips and tricks videos, and today hard mode came out for Crota's End, and this video is designed to compare the changes between normal and hard mode, basically tell you guys what is new with the hard mode of Crota's End. Keep in mind, this is not a guide, this is not a step-by-step, you start from the beginning and then go to the end, this is what you do. This is just from the beginning to the end, what are the changes, what did they introduce with this hard mode today? Let's start out with some very general changes. First off, all enemies are level 33 now, which means it's very essential for you to have the highest levels possible in your fire team. I would recommend having at least half of your team light level 32 because these enemies are way tougher than they were in normal mode. Also, there are no revives in the darkness zones, which means if you're running the abyss, the first part with the, the lights, the torches, the lanterns, whatever you want to call those, if you die, you're not getting revived until you get to that next checkpoint where it will automatically revive you. Same thing goes with the bosses. If you die on a boss, if you lose half of your team, it's probably just not even worth it at that point. You probably just want to wipe. So there are no revives in those certain areas. On to the first part of Crota's End, we have the Abyss, which is that super scary, dark area where you have to run from all the thralls and follow the lanterns and then, of course, create the bridge at the end. The main change here is that Weight of Darkness, which is that debuff that slows you down, it increases to ×10, which is the most, and of course, you stand in the lanterns to get that debuff off. That debuff increases more quickly now, so that means it'll slow you down quicker and you're going to need a lot more coordinated team effort, especially since you can't die. If you die, you don't get revived, just like I explained. And another change in this area is that the ogres that come at the end, cursed thralls throughout this part, and the knights that come towards the end are all major enemies, which means they have yellow bars, they have increased shields, health, and they deal more damage. They're just overall tougher for hard mode. So that is a main change for the Abyss. It just makes it more difficult to pass this, as we can expect with a hard mode. The next section is, of course, the bridge, and there's actually no difference between normal mode and hard mode bridge other than all the enemies are 33 and no revives like I explained at the beginning. So if your teammates die, of course, that sucks. You're probably going to have to redo it, but there are no mechanical differences, no extra enemies that are yellow bar or whatever. It's just pretty much the same part except on hard mode. The little area between Crota's chamber and the bridge is called the Thrallway because it's a hallway full of thrall, and this time, instead of only 2 shriekers, we have to kill 3 shriekers and of course get to the end and get to that chest room. So it's going to be a little tougher with the extra shriekers, and also shriekers will respawn. So I think it's really kind of a time thing. It's very essential that you take those shriekers down as quickly as possible so you can get through there and get to that chest at the end of the hallway. On to the Death Singer. So you guys know in normal mode, the Death Singer will prepare her song, and after 3 minutes, she'll begin her Liturgy of Ruin, which is a 30-second timer that if you don't kill her, she will kill you. This time, when she prepares her song, it'll take only 1:40 for her to do her Liturgy of Ruin, and then you'll have 30 seconds to kill her. So it's just a little bit quicker, and of course, the enemies are all stronger, so that's really the main difference there with the Death Singer. Finally, let's talk about Crota. What is the big change between normal and hard? Well, there is a huge change, and that's that they removed the chalice. There is no chalice of light that you can pick up, pass around your team, and use to replenish your health, which means there is 0 health regeneration. It just does not exist in this fight, which means, that just makes it a lot more difficult. A lot more coordination is going to be needed. You're going to have a strong team to take down hard mode Crota, at least at the beginning. And there's a lot of changes to the mobs that spawn in this fight. First off, there are hallowed wizards now in this fight, so you'll have to deal with those hallowed wizards, kind of buzzing around and being annoying, trying to kill you. And also, there are gatekeepers. So, as you guys know, gatekeepers are at the bridge part. They spawn on the opposite side of the bridge, and the person who carries the sword over is supposed to kill the gatekeepers. Well, in the Crota fight, they spawn every time someone dies. So obviously, if you don't die, you won't have to deal with gatekeepers, but something to note is that the gatekeepers do not prevent you from killing Crota. So they can just be running around doing their thing. You don't have to down them in order to down Crota. They're just an extra kind of mob to deal with. Another difference is the Boomer Knights, which I call them Boomers, my team calls them Boomers, and they, appear on the platforms to the upper left and the upper right. They're really, something you have to take down in order to succeed in this fight, they are now majors. So they're yellow bars. Again, they have more shields, more health, and they deal more damage. You'll have to really take those guys down quickly this time as well. And also, there's a rumor going around. I'm just, digging this information up because I haven't actually done the raid for myself. That's why this is not a guide. This is more of an informational video for you guys that are trying to do this tonight, just so you know. Anyways, there's rumors about an enrage timer for Crota and how it has to do with how many times you hit him with the sword. So apparently it doesn't have to do with an actual timer. It has to do with where you get his health or how many times you are able to whack him with the sword. So I can neither confirm nor deny whether or not that rumor is true, but I will be able to find out when I do the raid, record it, and then, make that step-by-step how to beat Crota's End hard mode guide that will be on my channel at a later date. So guys, there are more things I could talk about, like the rewards, what do you get for downing these bosses in the hard mode, but I'm going to do a little more research, make sure I get my facts straight on those things, and actually get some hands-on experience with the raid before I make that kind of video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to hit that like button if you learned something new from this video, and also don't forget to subscribe for more Destiny content coming soon. I'm talking about the step-by-step hard mode guide that I'm going to be making after I beat Crota on hard mode. And of course, I'm going to look at the hard mode weapons that drop because there are some very interesting weapons and I want to, see how good they are and let you guys know what I think. So hope you guys enjoyed and I will talk to you all next time. Peace.